Welcome to 1000 at a time. Every monster we take on must be of a higher combat level than the last. I am allowed to process the loot I get, I can't buy from shops, and I can't pick up any item spawns. Since I can't resource skill, this puts us at the mercy of using all the loot we collect in the most efficient way possible. Make sure to get yourself caught up in the series because things are just now getting spicy. In the last episode, we left off after slaying 1,000 level 51 Dark Warriors, setting up this episode for a perfect start. We haven't slain Revenants since way back in the 15 combat bracket, making us wait hundreds of hours for some much needed upgrades. And that means Revenant Pyrofiends are up next, giving us the opportunity to acquire some much needed new best in slot dragon items that we missed out on the first time around. There's always that incredibly rare chance for a Rev Unique as well. When we last killed Revenants, we did lose the hardcore status, but the trade-off was that at least it was easy to die outside of the caves, saving the 100k entry most deaths. The Pyrofiends are much deeper, and they will require a much further run to escape, so wish me luck. Alright, I am very nervous, but also very excited with all the potential loot we could get. The Pyrofiends, however, are all the way up here. This is about 30 wildy for a comparison. I think 30 is like roughly where my mouse is. Long story short, I don't have any 30 teleports. I'd have to run all the way down to about here again to Telly. So what I'm basically trying to get at is that if I get attacked, there's a very good chance that I die. So I should have 100k already paid in there from when I killed the Gobos. So that is pretty cool, saving 100k there. We're also not bringing a Salve Amulet because we are past 20 wildy, which means I will lose it every single time I die. I only have one ball bowl in the bank, and I am certainly not going to be risking that just to kill Pyrofiends. That would be the dumbest thing in the world. Okay, here we are. Pyrofiends. Let's do this. Let's definitely pot. Okay, they don't have a crazy amount of HP. They are going to heal, of course, so maybe I'll just keep ultimate strength on. Oh, that wasn't that bad at all. And I'll also not be toggling the Ether to go right into my bracelet because it just makes it much easier to track on Runelight because it will be dropped every kill, and that means every kill will be showing up on Runelight. So it'll be easy to show you guys at the end of 1,000 kills. These kills might even be quicker than when I killed the goblins. I mean, we had a much worse weapon and our stats are obviously really crap, but they were only 15 combat, so this is coming at a bit of a shock to me. I don't think I'm actually going to be bringing any food next time, and I'm definitely not going to be bringing a looting bag because it's going to force me to bank much sooner than I normally would, and I want to save as much loot as possible. All right, the first trip is only 12 kills here. I don't think I'm going to bring food, actually, because they will drop food as I'm attacking them. And again, if I get attacked, I'm not going to live anyway, guys. It is near impossible to escape. So we won't bring any food. We still won't bring the looting bag, and we'll just fill up our inventory with loot, and that'll force us to bank pretty commonly. I know some of you are going to be bummed to hear this, but it has to happen. I am not going to be sculling during these 1,000 kills. So if I were to skull, it'd be an increased drop at the Revenant weapons and the emblems. But the problem is that I am risking my Dragon Scimitar. Now, of course, I can be incredibly careful and make sure I'm not getting smited and make sure I keep my prayer up. But I've been smited before. No one chooses to get smited. It just happens. And if I lost this, there's no way I can just buy this back. If I lose it, it's gone. I don't have a spare in the bank. This is my only one, and I must protect this at all costs. I could even do everything right, be skulled with my Dragon Scimitar, and if I get, let's say, a Dragon Plate Legs drop, and then I die the next kill, or if I'm running back to the bank and a PKer sees me and kills me, I would lose the Dragon Simi over the D Legs, and the D Simi is gone. But there is a silver lining to not being skulled. It means that we now have access to get a D Med on the drop table. It is pretty rare, but that drop just is not available when you are skulled and killing Revenants. So that will be a best in slot helm for us. So if we got one, I would be absolutely buzzing. But let's hope we get it. It's pretty rare. We're not guaranteed it, but you know what? The possibility is all I need. And of course, we're not going to be writing off skulled Revenants for the remainder of the series. Absolutely not. These Pyrofiends are the third lowest Revenant, and we have a ton of other Revenants that we can kill. So here's my rough plan, rough outline to kill skull Revenants down the line. These Pyre Fiends and all revs will be dropping dragon longswords and dragon daggers. If we can somehow get a ton of those, do the Lost City quest, it means we can use those and lose them and not feel too guilty about it because they're not our best in slot weapon. And it means we can risk a D-long, knowing we'll get more. And even if we somehow really messed up and lost all of them, doesn't really matter because it's not my best in slot. And its main purpose is to risk and to get those buff drop tables at their evidence. But we do need lamps. We do need lamps because we need 36 woodcutting for the Lost City quest. So yeah, that's a plan very far down the line, but ultimately I think that's the best option here. For today's video, I will be partnering with Apex Gaming PCs and showing off their new line of gaming computers. With a few solid pre-built PCs to choose from, there is truly something for everyone. Pre-built PCs take out all of the guesswork of building your own, but still give you the option to upgrade your computer later on if desired. For the most entry level, there is the Apex Bronze, packed with an AMD Ryzen 5 4500, RX 6500, and 16 gigabytes of RAM. Many games these days require a decent build to even get started, and this is your chance to enter the gaming world. If you're looking for a little bit more power behind your build, consider checking out the Apex Streamer for a mid-range PC and the Apex Streamer Plus for a more higher-end build. Whichever build you choose, you can be assured that they are designed by experts and are specifically crafted to exceed your gaming needs. So head down to the description and check them out for yourself. Use my code Rargh and stag yourself 5% off of any PC. Financing options are also available. So stop putting off that gaming PC you've always wanted and start gaming today. Oh my gosh, 4 uncut dragonstones. I forgot that drop was even on the drop table. All right, let's not get greedy. Let's not get greedy. I really need to learn just to freaking bank. These are the type of inventories that just get me really excited. Lots of runes, rune armor, filling up on food here. I've also decided I'm just gonna bank every 20 kills, and I'm gonna make sure I grab some Ring of Duelings just so I can avoid more of that wildy walk. I need to really protect everything. I know I keep talking about that, but I don't think you guys realize how nervous I am risking things like 100 blood runes in my inventory. Like, that is so much magic XP that I need on this account. So I don't care if this is really slow and takes forever. I'd rather just save everything. I was just thinking, hey, do random events pop up in the wildy? And we literally get one like 2 game ticks later, but that is 20 woodcutting. Oh my God. Oh my God, Rargh, run. Oh my God. Are we gonna get away? Oh my God, that was the first time I got attacked. Oh, my heart is pounding. I mean, we're not really risking anything. Oh, but it's scary nonetheless. Scary nonetheless. Dude, these people, I don't know if they're trying to anti-PK and try to run up on me, but they're not really trying too hard. They just kind of attack me. Oh shit, we need to make sure we get out of here. Oh man, all right, we got to look out for these guys. I think if I see them going forward, I'm just gonna hop worlds because they literally stand there and stalk you and like wait for the appropriate time to attack. And I was ready that time, which is probably why we lived there, because we didn't really have much food. Oh, we are about to die here, but we only have 1 kill in this trip so far, so we're only going to lose the 100k as well as our bracelet of Ethereum, but we lost no loot, is what I'm really trying to get at here. So if all of our deaths are like that, I can live with that. Holy fuck, it happened! We're gonna bank right now. I mean, we'll keep it on death. We'll keep the Dragon Simi as well. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, the upgrades. It's not the rare one. Like I mentioned before, the Med Helm is gonna be the tricky one. This one was like a 90% chance we'd either get the skirt or the legs. We also got 2 of them. They drop them in 1 or 2s. And we did get the 2. So let's hope we get the legs too. But of course, the legs have the exact same stats. I am so happy. Oh my God, the first real upgrade in such a long time. Our food situation, as you guys know, is so scarce. So armor really comes into play on this account. A lot of things in RuneScape are just DPS, 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 but we love armor upgrades on Millikins, and this is a big one. And there is 2 dragon longswords. We're definitely gonna head to the bank. That is some backup weaponry, as I've described before, and these are the first D-longs on the account. Oh, we got a dip because this is going to be announced to everybody. This is actually perfect. It's going to pay for all the deaths that I'm having. Actually, I saw the emblem trader over here before. Thought that was him. All right, well, we're not going to risk it right now. I'm just going to get this in the bank. Oh, 3 magic seeds. Never tell me the odds. Oh my god, it's 1 in 3.1k. Oh no. 571 kills in, and we get another skirt. Not the legs, but it's okay. We'll take another skirt. The more, the merrier. Holy fuck. Oh. Oh my god. Get the log out ready. I have tellies. Dude, what? Do my eyes deceive me? That is the 16 mil one, right? Get the telly, get the telly. We're out of here. It's secured. The worst part about this is that my middle mouse wheel is broken. I could click on it and drag, but I can't zoom in. So I couldn't do like my dramatic zoom in when we got it. I ordered a new mouse. Don't worry. But it is 1 in 6.9k. Dude, what? 16 mil! Oh, we're just gonna probably keep this in the bank unless we absolutely need cash for something, because we have to run in Deep Wildy, of course, in the Rev Caves to cash that in, which means we have to risk it to get the money from that. But oh my gosh, guys. Oh, hey, nice to see you there. It appears that more than half of you that are watching this right now aren't even subscribed. I really try to put a lot of time and effort into Millikins to try and make it the best series I can. All I ask in return is if you're enjoying the content to please subscribe and help me reach my goal of 150k subscribers. Thanks, and let's get back to it. 70 defense. That means we have 70 pluses in all of our melee skills. And by the end of this episode, we should also be 70 plus range. Actually, let me change that. We will definitely be 70 plus range. But we will be going back to strength to push for those higher strength levels. And oh my gosh, we literally just got more magic seeds on the recording for 70 defense. That is crazy. That is rare. That is not a common drop, as you guys know. Oh, hey, would you look at that? The 500k emblem. It is the lowest level one, but we haven't gotten it yet. And it's a collection log, so you know what? I will absolutely take that. We've died 8 times so far and 842 kills, so it's good to get some money back on the account, and I will absolutely take this. And we score another one. Not even the lowest level one, another 1 mil emblem. Dude, the emblem seller is never here when I get an emblem, but he's always here when I don't have one. Strange. It's a conspiracy. It's been a really long time coming, but that is going to be the 1000th kill. Let's go to the bank and I will show you guys everything that we've got. Here is all the loot from the 1000 kills. It is an insane haul. I think we got pretty lucky and unlucky with certain items at the same time. So right off the bat, obviously the emblem, 16 mil. Even without that emblem, it's still 13 mil in loot. This is kind of hard to put into perspective, so I will just show you my bank. Look at all this stuff. The relics. A ton of high-level seeds, or a ton, relatively speaking, for revs, because those are rare as shit. We got lots of rune armor, the dragon plate skirts. I'm a little sad we didn't get the dragon plate legs because I do think they look a lot cooler. I'm not really too fond about the dragon plate skirt, but I'm not going to be too picky on this. They give the exact same stats. I'm more stressed that we didn't get the D-Med because chances were on our side. It just didn't roll through, but there are going to be more revs to kill down the line, so that really isn't the worst thing in the world. To fund all the deaths that I had, and we did have 8 of them, I strictly sold bracelets of Ethereum to the Wilderness General Store because this store takes it for high alch price. I am allowed to sell to shops, I just can't buy, but that funded everything. We went through all of our like 450k that we had as well, but of course we more than profited, so really it's not a big deal at all. And we still kept the dragon simi, and that's the main factor here, so that's okay. I just want to show you my runes as well. We have 2,000 total blood runes now, 2,000 total death runes, and we have a lot of laws now. Not enough to do construction just yet, but we literally got 351 from this grind, so cannot complain. Cannot complain there. Absolutely amazing. I know I can't dwell on it, but I think this would look so much better with the D-Med. We're looking really good though, guys. We look like a whole different character. Finally, a really nice upgrade, and I can't wait to use it, and it will be beneficial at our next monster, so let's head on over there. I've been really excited for the next monster for a while now. Our magic gear has been lacking to say the least, and even though we don't need magic gear necessarily, getting upgrades is always exciting. For the level 53 monster, lizardmen are on the agenda. Now the drops are fairly lackluster for the average player, but the Zeretian fabric specifically is what I'm excited about. We'll only need 12 Zeretian fabric to make a full set of Zeretian robes, which has a very modest increase in magic attack over the vestment robes I currently mage with. Since we have limited runes to use, extra magic attack is always useful. All right, so we are on the outskirts of Shazian, honestly, pretty much in the Kebos lowland, and I believe there should be 2 lizard men that spawn here. I think they also have a 7-second respawn. That is according to the wiki, and if that's true, then I might just spawn camp 1 to make my life a lot easier. Oh, and it's true, there he is, right on cue. Our new skirt is also doing absolutely wonders when it comes to tanking these hits. They use both range and melee, so it's perfect. The one thing we forgot, though, is anti-poison. As I'm sure you guys can see, I am poisoned. We have well over 100 in the bank, so we're going to go grab that real quick as well. And we get our first fabric. Now, they are 1 in 14.5. This one took 25 kills, so we're going dry already. If we go drop rate, we should get 69 of them. No, I'm not trying to make a joke, although it is funny. But yeah, a set for the hat, body, and legs for the magic gear is only 12. So we'll have a lot of spare, a lot of extra to make magic gear if I do anything stupid and lose them, which I'm kind of known to do. So extra is always good, especially on an account like this where we can't just go back anytime we want. Oh, I'm so glad I got this early. This is going to be great. This means essentially I can get around Current much easier now. I really wish I had this when I was doing the gangsters. Although we're not going to have an abundance of the fangs that we're going to get. That's what charges the amulet. But what this could mean for the lizard men is that whenever I'm low HP like this, I can teleport to Ferox and then use this to get back to Current really quickly. Just go to the lookout. It's a short little walk, but I can save a bunch of law runes and get a quicker teleport every single time I come back to Current for most things that I do. I mean, look at all these juicy teleports. All right, we got our 12 fabric and we have the crafting level needed. It's actually not high at all. So we're gonna make 1 piece of each. We'll probably just save the remaining fabric and only make it when I need it. It doesn't give any crazy crafting experience or anything like that. But check us out. Hey, we look like a little PKer. I'm gonna join El Oso to a nice little PK trip. But this is by far the best gear that we have. It's not great, but it'll be your best gear for magic for a while. And honestly, I think it looks pretty cool too. I like the way the hat looks. It's got more of that old school vibe. And we are coming up on those 1,000 kills. Definitely one of the easier monsters here. I'd say the only problem was this brute over here. I'd sometimes get attacked by him and then I'd have to run west, trap him behind that rock, and try to safe spot him through there. But normally it was pretty easy, pretty straightforward. We still have plenty of anti-poison. We didn't use nearly as many as I thought, but we can always make more really, really easily. So I'm not worried about that number at all right there. What I really want to show you guys though is the seeds, specifically the herb seeds. They are really growing in size, and I'm excited about that. I'll show you guys the loot on screen. As you can see, it is a lot of herb seeds. We got 7 Renara seeds, which will be great down the line. That's a lot of prayer pots, potential prayer pots, I should say, and 84 Zeretian fabric, so we ended up making it way past the 69 expected that we were supposed to get. Well, it finally happened. A level we cannot commit to. For level 54 monsters, there are no options that I can choose from. To kill battle mages in the wilderness, I'd need 60 magic and way more runes that I don't have. There's hobgoblins in a POH, which requires a freakishly high construction level of 78. Abyssal leeches are locked behind the Desert Treasure 2 quest, and vampire juvenates I'd need the In the Aid of the Myreque quest. We knew this would happen eventually, and it will happen on occasion going forward. Thankfully for level 54 though, there are no monsters I feel like I am really missing out on. It has been a long time coming for this next milestone, and we're going to achieve it while killing 1,000 level 55 swamp crabs. The goal is 70 ranged, and swamp crabs are the perfect target with their 75 HP and negative 55 ranged defense. The crabs drop an abundance of both logs and oak logs. These can be fletched into thousands of arrow shafts, refilling the arrows we use to train. We also need arrow shafts to cook our 1,000 spiders, which will be our best food that we have in bulk for the foreseeable future. All right, guys, we are here at the crabs and we're ready to cash in on some really good ranged XP. Hopefully we can get to 70. I'm pretty sure we can. They drop easy clue scrolls, 1 in 96. Hopefully we get a decent amount. I'd love to start getting some pages together now that we have Horror from the Deep done. But as you can see, my inventory is a mess. We're gonna cut the logs as we get them so I could just make them in my inventory so I don't constantly have to bank. And we're just gonna cut the logs as we get them into arrow shafts. We only have 5,000 feathers that I'm willing to use. I still have 2,500 in the bank. Always want to keep some extra, but we're about to get a lot of arrows and a lot of range XP. I knew it. I knew this wasn't going to be as straightforward as possible. Of course, there's a rogue feral vampire just walking around these parts, causing a ruckus. Remember when I said that I wanted to have all my arrows in my inventory because I didn't want to bank often? Well, it turns out these guys drop a lot of junk and they drop it in bulk. So we are just going to bank everything, except one thing. We're going to take out the black d'hide body to remind ourselves what we're working for as some motivation. I had to move. I cannot take that feral vampire for another second. This spot isn't as good. They're further apart and I'm further from the bank, but you know what? It is much easier on my mental state, and to me, that is all that matters. There's a small part of me that genuinely does not want to pick up the knives. No, I have to. I literally have to. That's what Millikins does. He's a hoarder. It'd be so cool seeing my stack of 700 knives at the end of this little grind here. No magic longbow this time around. We used it last time to make sure I hit every time, but honestly, these guys have their minus 55 range defense, and even with the short bow and the inaccurate spec, I'm pretty much hitting it every time anyway. I can't even tell you the last time I hit a 0. Whoa, guys, check it out. Look at this sick inventory filled with amazing loot. Oh, yeah, baby. Woohoo! Okay, I'm memeing on these guys a lot, but these guys seriously are beneficial. And with the amount of arrows we're going to get and the amount of food it's going to help us eat, dude, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it. So every time we get the log drop of 8 or the oak log drop of 4, they both will net us 120 arrow shafts each. So we're going to stack up really big, really quick. And this will probably be enough to get us to the remainder of the 1K kills. And then hopefully, since we're about 1/3 of the way through, we'll get another 4K arrow shafts to play around with after the crabs are all finished. And there it is. 70 ranged on the account and a black d'hide body. I've been waiting for this for a really, really long time. And oh my gosh, let's just step aside for a second and really bask it in. Our range gear just went up substantially. 96 range to 118. Even our magic defense, 26 to 63. Oh my gosh, I really... I'm so excited and relieved that we got it in the first place and that we can finally wear it. Big milestone for the account. 14-ish hours into the grind and we are finally done. If you asked me how long I thought this would have taken before I started, I probably would have told you like 5 to 6 hours, but I did have to bank every like 15-ish kills, maybe 20 on the high end there, but I had to bank often and it's quite a long walk. Pretty lucky on the clues as well. We have 11 of them. I think we can't do 2 in that stack. I didn't bother separating the stack this time. So let's do some fletching, then we'll nail the clues, and then we'll do some cooking. And I know some of you are going to be thinking, hey, Rargh, why don't you just bank here? I don't have any ecto tokens. All right, we're coming up on the last little bit of arrows I want to make here. A little annoying because I'm just shy of 40, but that's all right. I want to save 1,000 for the spiders and 1,000 just to have in the bank. I'm sure we're going to get more logs here and there to make more at some point. But we have a lot of potential steel in the bank. We have iron, we have coal, and we have the fletching level to now make steel arrows. So I figured, you know what, let's just make some iron arrows for a rainy day if you want to range something right then and there. But I don't want to throw all my supplies into iron arrows when steel is now on the table. And of those 11 clue scrolls, we did manage to snag 8 caskets. So the only thing we're really looking for is Fashionscape here. So let's hope our Fashionscape game is going to be on point. Some black G would be nice. I want to get full black G. Doesn't look like my dream is going to come together. That were some awful clues. Oh my gosh. And now let's take a look how to deal with these spider carcasses. So do we just use... Oh my gosh, did you see that animation? What the heck is this? I don't think I've ever seen this animation before in my life. But it also does answer my biggest fear, and that's that I need to manually click on each one before I cook it. So you can create these as fast as you can click. So if you can click really fast like that, you just spam it. It's a 0-tick action, and I am now just realizing how bad my clicks are. Although, to be fair, that wasn't that bad of an inventory. I think that was pretty good. That might have been my quickest one yet. It actually only took about 15 minutes to do all that, so not bad at all. It's time to cook all of these spiders. Ooh, a medium task. Nice. Now, the cool thing is you stop burning them at 48 cooking, and we are exactly 48 cooking. Spiders on a shaft are truly one of the weirdest items in RuneScape, in my opinion, because they're just so far beyond what anybody would ever think about doing. So aside from the diary, in which case you'd only ever make one, no one is ever going to go out of their way to get spiders on a shaft in bulk, because it takes extra effort and they only heal between a 7 and a 10. So I guess that's an average of 8.5. But that's why I love this account, just doing really weird things that no one else is really doing in RuneScape. That is all 1,000 spiders cooked, and it looks like we are just shy of that 55 cooking. We got some good food and some more total levels. Level 56, arguably the most important monster this video. Last episode, we had to go on a smithing grind to get over 100 steel full helms to kill animated steel warriors for warrior guild tokens. All of that was in preparation for this moment. Cyclopses drop defenders in chronological order, starting from bronze and going all the way to rune. We're stuck only killing the level 56 ones, so dragon is off the table. But that's not to worry, as a rune defender is hands down the best upgrade we've had in a while. It comes in with a +5 strength bonus and amazing attack bonuses suiting every melee style. And the best part? They're only 1 in 50. RNG is not a factor. We're about to achieve one of the most crucial items for our melee build on this account, the Rune Defender. We've been rocking this Rune Kite Shield all the way since episode 2, and it's going to be so nice to finally get some attack and strength bonus to this setup. Cyclopses do drop hard clue scrolls 1 in 512, so if we go on drop rate, get 2 hard clue scrolls, there is a very solid chance we will be able to complete a casket. This is going to be the inventory. We, of course, have the 15,000 Warrior Guild tokens, which is 25 hours in the Cyclops room. That does not factor in losing 10 every time we enter. That is why we have our better food, so I can stay in there as long as possible. I don't want to fill up my inventory because they also do drop a lot of alchables, and I'm saving everything that these Cyclopses drop. I'm pretty sure we just walk in because we don't have any defenders, but I am absolutely buzzing, guys. I cannot wait to get my hands on a Rune Defender. It looks like there are 2 level 56 Cyclopses in this corner. Starting off with a 6, that's not a good sign, but I'm gonna swap between these two. They only have a 18-second respawn, I believe. Ooh, and they are hitting. Uh-oh. All right, let's pray we don't have to worry about food here, but I think we'll be okay. They have 75 HP. We will get a lot of strength XP going through this. We definitely will get 92, the halfway mark. Black knives, oh my god, that's right. We are going to get so much range XP, or at least potential range XP killing these Cyclopses. I'm actually pretty grateful for the longer spawn because it means that every time I kill a Cyclops, the other Cyclops that I killed will be spawned just like that. Now, every defender is 1 in 50. Of course, we're going to get them in sequential order, starting with bronze, end with rune. If everything goes to plan, it'll take 350 kills. And that'll leave plenty of room for a lot of extra defenders, just in case we lose one along the way, because you guys know how I am. I really want to reiterate the point I was making at the swamp crabs, where I was saying just because a monster seems easy does not mean it's going to be very straightforward and easy to kill. I thought that was going to be the case for the Cyclopses, because I really did figure that these level 76 Cyclopses would be all up in my space, trying to attack me, and then I'd have to run east, west, north to try to evade them. But in this spot, I have not been aggroed once by this Cyclops. I'm sure he still can. I'm sure it will happen at some point. But I just hugged this wall. Oh my gosh, and it's on camera. The Bronze Defender, 10 kills in. I'd say that's not too bad. And then we just walk right back in and keep going for the defenders. And the next kill a hard clue scroll? Stop spoiling me. I'm already going to get the Rune Defender this episode. Oh my gosh, what if we get the black d'hide chaps this episode as well? I'll lose my mind. I'll lose my mind. 24 kills in total, and there is the Iron Defender. And it does look like we can bring a lot less food, to be honest. I'll also probably keep the Rune Kite Shield on until I'm at like a Mithril Defender or so, just because I'd rather the extra defense. We're still on an account that likes to save as much food as possible, and I'm not just going to throw food to the wind because I'm all excited. And there it is, boys. 223 kills. The best defender we're going to get for a really long time. We are basically now going to turn into a Rune Defender collector and get as many as possible. We still have over 770 kills to go, and they are still going to be 1 in 50. 92 strength. Such a surreal number. Also, 98 combat's pretty crazy. We are halfway to that 99 strength. When I started this account, I really wasn't thinking this far ahead, and I'm even shocked we're this far at this point. But halfway there, guys, to our first 99. Oh, there's my RNG gone. And there we have it, guys. 1,000 kills. 1.4k black knives, which is pretty cool. We ended up also getting 20 Rune Defenders, literally 20 of them in the bank, which is also pretty insane. We have 4 hard clue scrolls plus the one that we started with in the bank, and the funny thing is 3 of those we literally got in the last 100 kills. And of this 5, I can only do the first step on 3 of them, so I'm probably only gonna get 1 casket from all this unless I get extremely unlucky. I just took the screenshot for the video that you guys are probably looking at right now, and it is by far the longest picture I had to take. You guys know I all play in fixed mode, and I had to expand RuneLight a little bit to actually take this picture, so that helps put it into perspective how big that photo is just for one monster. That's the weird part. It's for one monster. But seeing all these Rune Defenders in the bank is just a dream come true, really. Our gear is so much better than it was compared to the last episode with the 2 big upgrades, of course, the Dragon Plate Skirt and the Rune Defender. We are a different beast now, and we are forced to be reckoned with. Not good. Not good. And no, I'm not talking about Dirty Mike crashing my shot here. Talking about the fact that I have 5 steps into this clue, and there are 5 clues on the ground that I can't do. Oh boy, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Even though we ended on a rough patch, that just means we carry over our RNG to the next episode, and boy, will we need it. A few episodes ago, I mentioned I am allowed to attempt the fight caves as the first major milestone on this account. Its purpose is to demonstrate just how far the account has come, but first we will definitely want a few upgrades. The next episode will be the season finale of Millikins. So strap in, boys, and I will see you all in the next one.